In this video, we'll show you how to assemble the wheeled cart that came with your HappyJapan embroidery machine, specifically for the HCD3 series, as you see here. So it comes like this in a box. So the first thing you'll want to do is cut the straps. Get a utility knife or similar cutting device. Cut the straps. And our goal is to open the box top from here. So we'll cut this tape here. Opening your box top. You'll have the components of the stand packed inside. They're mostly divided into two major assemblies. You're going to see the left and the right side leg. So we'll set these aside as we get everything out. Now this container holds the legs and the casters that we'll install on the bottom of the stand. And underneath we have the bottom plate. And then the other side assembly here. Next we'll have the cross braces. Two holders. Hardware kit and tools. And then last but not least, this arm here that's flat and this block are used to install on either side of the stand of your choice for the cap stretcher or cap moving station. So we'll set this aside until we've assembled the stand. Finally, you also have paper instructions if you want to follow these along. Here's a breakdown of the cross braces. You'll have two lower cross braces, both the front and the rear lower cross braces. Both are identical. You'll have an upper front cross brace, and then you'll have the rear cross brace. And this platform at the back center is for the rearmost leg of your machine. You'll also have 42 button head cap screws and 26 washers. And you'll also have a 5mm Allen wrench and an open-ended wrench. To begin assembly, arrange the left and the right frames together. The top is here, and the front side has the open cutouts at the top ends. The bottom of the cart has the welded nuts to accept the casters. If your cart comes with the screws pre-installed, go ahead and remove them. Find one of the two lower cross braces. Again, the bottom braces have the nut welded to the bottom, just like the two on the sides here. So orient it this way. And the front and the back are identical, so it doesn't matter which is which. Match them up. And go ahead and tighten the nuts, but don't torque them all the way down to allow for free play as you put the rest of the cart together. To install the other lower cross brace, it's best to set the cart upright. Then set the side braces distance carefully and go ahead and install the lower cross brace. Again, it's better to start these by hand instead of with a power tool, just to make sure that these bolts are not cross-threaded. Finally, we can go ahead and tighten these up with the provided Allen wrench. The next step is to install the cart bottom. It's important that before installing the cart bottom that you do not install any of the cross braces, as we'll need that room to orient this properly at the base of the cart. And also in orienting the cart bottom, you'll notice that the cutouts on the corners, there's a short end and a long end. The long end goes towards the sides, the short end goes towards the front and the back. So make sure you orient that correctly for it to fit. So install it from the back. And lean it back to its resting place. Next, we'll install the front brace. There's a top and a bottom to this. The top has a smaller hole, the bottom has a larger hole. Next, we'll install the back brace. So this is the rear view of the cart. You have 3 holes along the tops of the backs of the legs. Install the rear brace on the lower 2 sets of holes. Now with all the major structural parts installed, go ahead and tighten down and give final torque to all these components to strengthen up your stand. Use the long end of the Allen wrench to give yourself more leverage so that you can tighten it down more easily. Next, turn the cart over so it's oriented like this. It's now time to install the casters. There are 2 kinds of casters, one with wheel brakes and one without. This being the rear of the cart, as you can see from the rear leg platform, it's preferable to install the straight wheels without the brakes on the rear and the casters that do swivel with the brakes on the front. It's especially imperative that you use washers when screwing the bolts into the frame to affix the wheels. Finally, we'll install the feet into the nuts at the center of each of the braces along the edges. Take your nuts that are on the rods of the feet, screw them in a little bit, and then go ahead and just start turning. Screw the feet in at least far enough that they are further in than the level of the wheels. Last but not least, we'll install the bracket and block that allow you to mount the cap stretcher or hooping station onto the cart. If you install it on the left side, it'll mount like this. And then you'll have 2 holes in this plastic block that will match up against the holes on this bracket. And then you'll do the opposite if you're mounted on the right side. It's up to you which side that you want to install it on, whichever you're more comfortable with. We'll go ahead and install this on the left side. Finally, one more thing. The cart comes with locking brackets so that when the machine's feet are set down through these slots, you can lock the machine in place with a bracket using these screws and a washer. It's better to install these after you've slid the machine feet in here and set it down, but just so you can see where it installs. And then as an added touch, you'll find included hoop hooks, which you can mount on any of the side brackets and hang hoops or other accessories from your cart. Your cart is now assembled and ready for use.